How fast did 7 World Trade fall? By comparison with the white building in the foreground, we can estimate the distance between the 47th and 21st floor to be roughly 100 meters or 328 feet.
Later tonight, we expect to hear from President Bush.
We will now measure the time it takes for 7 World Trade to fall 100 meters.
Major difficulties around the area. New Jersey Transit outbound Hoboken terminal operating on a load-and-go basis, no inbound service, and also out of Newark Penn Station, limited service on the north.
7 World Trade fell 100 meters in 4.5 seconds. Let's use a science website to compare this time with a free-fall experiment. This free-fall laboratory will help us examine the time it takes for the heavy steel found in the framework of 7 World Trade to fall through the air according to the law of gravity. We'll adjust the weight to the maximum ½ kilo or 1.1 pounds. We'll set the radius to 6 centimeters or 2.4 inches and the height to 100 meters or 328 feet. The 100-meter free fall time in air for long flat steel beams is approximately over 5 seconds. Next, we will try reducing the size of the radius from 6 centimeters to 3 centimeters, or 2.4 to 1.2 inches, like a 1-pound fishing weight. Half the diameter shortened the free fall time from 5.6 to 4.7 seconds. However, 7 World Trade fell 100 meters even faster in just 4.5 seconds. The only way to speed up the fall even more is to reduce the air density to 0 to simulate a vacuum with no air resistance. 7 World Trade fell 100 meters in 4.5 seconds, the same time required for a 100-meter free fall in a vacuum. In a normal collapse, resistance from a steel frame's support and moment of inertia would significantly increase the time required. Here we see a summary of the results for our free fall experiment. Now let's compare the real-time video with the free fall gravity laboratory.
Later tonight, we expect to hear from President Bush. Major difficulties around the area. New Jersey Transit outbound Hoboken terminal operating on a load-and-go basis, no inbound service, and also out of Newark Penn Station, limited service on the north.
Let's remove the air resistance and use freeze frame analysis to get a better look at the fall. The ball has started to drop, yet 7 World Trade is still above the starting line. At the 1-second mark, 7 World Trade and the ball are still even.
Major difficulties around the area. New Jersey Transit outbound Hoboken terminal.
7 World Trade indeed falls 100 meters in 4.5 seconds. We observe that World Trade Center 7 fell faster than the speed of gravity, equivalent to the speed of free fall in a vacuum. We must conclude that a vacuum was created characteristic of an implosion where the structure is pulled down by a controlled demolition. Our supporting evidence is that debris fell neatly within the footprint of the building. An eyewitness heard a loud clap of thunder and saw a shock wave rip through the building, blowing out windows, before the ground floor exploded, and a second later the building came down. Rick's tape recorded a large explosion 9.5 seconds before any signs of collapse were visible.